Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Today is going to be a very exciting video. What makes this video extra special though is that it is a collaboration video with another makeup artist here on YouTube. Her name is Britanny. She and I decided to do a collaboration video talking about our favorite skincare items in both our makeup kits and also for our personal use. I believe that her video will be up by the time that you're seeing this video, so definitely go ahead and check out her video after you're done watching this one. I do also want to mention your skin ultimately will determine how your makeup turns out, so that's why skincare is just very important. If you're wondering why your foundation isn't glaying right, if you think that everything's too heavy or cakey, it's probably your skincare that you need to fix and not your actual makeup. That's why I'm going to go into this, so I'm really excited to share all my products with you guys. Okay, so the first category I wanted to do is the prep steps, and this is before really any of your main skincare products take place. So I have 3 different prep steps and you guys are going to be like, what in the world could you possibly come up with? So number 1 is going to be some eye gels. I am truly a fan of eye masks, eye gels, eye patches, whatever you want to call them. I do have an affiliation with this brand, meaning that they do send me products. But honestly, even if they don't send it to me, I would definitely repurchase these products just because I feel like out of all the eye gels I've tried, these have made the most instantaneous difference to me. This is the Dermalogica brightening eye masks. They look like this. I don't know how to describe it, but I wear these eye gels for like the 10 to 15 minutes that they recommend, and my under eyes look so hydrated and so plump, and I instantly feel awakened. Like, I have no idea what the deal is with these, but they're just something special. You can also store it, of course, in the refrigerator to have some sort of cooling effect and extend the shelf life of them. And then usually when I'm done with the whole entire container, I'll usually use the serum and just put it all over my face. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but it definitely works for me and it makes my face feel so nice and hydrated. The next pick for skincare is pretty self-explanatory, but it's a lip mask. If you guys have been on TikTok within the last couple of years, you guys will probably know which lip mask I'm talking about, but it is hyped for a good reason. This is the Laneige Sleeping Mask. This is just in the original berry flavor. I do like the overall scent of this one, but I love it more for its formulation. I just truly feel like it's not too thick, but also thick enough that it's going to hydrate your lips and really make sure they are nice and moisturized for whenever you put on your lip products. This actually came out of my makeup kit. I like to put this on as a prep step before I even begin the makeup application. That way, by the time I get to the lips, their lips are already nice and hydrated. I only purchased it this year and man, has it made a difference in the application of lip products. The next product is something that is essential in your actual skincare routine on your face. I just want to give a little background of skincare really quickly. I'll make it really short and sweet, I promise. A lot of the reasons why people have such congested pores, why they get blackheads and whiteheads, and why they see themselves breaking out a little bit more is purely because of the fact that they do not remove dirt and grime and sweat at the very end of the day and in the morning. And a lot of the times people don't really take the time to remove their makeup at night, which is essential. Like, that is the #1 thing that we are taught as esthetician students, is remove all of your makeup at night, no matter how tired that you are. Remove it all, make sure you're getting it off, and not just using a makeup remover wipe. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a person that every once in a while I get super lazy and just pull out that makeup remover wipe and just go at it and then go to sleep. But every single time I always wake up and I at least have 1 or 2 pimples that poke through because I didn't really get off my makeup efficiently. Makeup remover wipes, first of all, are super bad for the environment because they can't be recycled or anything. They also are just not very cost efficient things. They are one-time use items only, and you have to restock them way more than you would ever have to restock any sort of other makeup removers that I'm going to talk about here. So that's why I really love to do a double cleanse method. And I know you guys are gonna think I'm just repping Dermatology, but this is the only other product that I have from them, okay? This is the Dermatology Pre-Cleanse Oil. And I wanna say that this container has now lasted me for probably the last 4 months now. Tell me what makeup remover wipes that you can buy that will last you that long. So that's why I'm saying these things are a lot more efficient than makeup remover wipes. Yes, you spend more of an effort using these as opposed to the ease of use of makeup remover wipes, but in turn, you're really actually saving your wallet and also the environment too. They are meant to be non-comedogenic, meaning that they don't clog your pores or anything, which is really nice. And they also allow your makeup to really dissolve and melt down. So by the time you use a cleanser, you've really fully cleansed your face and you haven't left any residue behind, which is such a great great clean feeling. This pre-cleanse is described as an antioxidant rich pre-cleanse that's gentle enough to be used around the eyes, but powerful enough to remove waterproof makeup. And this does actually a really great job at removing waterproof mascara. I'm a person that doesn't wear mascara that often, I'm not gonna lie, and it's only because I have like really tiny baby lashes, so it doesn't make much of a difference. Like I have mascara on now and you probably would never be able to tell. So whenever I wear mascara, I always need a super, super good cleanser or makeup remover that's eye safe to be used around the eye area. I also want my contacts wearer too, so I also care about the formulation and the fact that it doesn't like haze up my contacts. So usually what you do is you pump out 1 pump of this on your hand, wet your hands a little bit with water, and then use it to rub in. It'll create like this milky kind of consistency, and then after it turns that white milky color, all you're gonna do is wash it off with a damp washcloth, and then you've removed everything. Then you go in with your cleanser, and that's what's known as the double cleanse method. My next step is going in with cleansers. So I have 2 different cleansers to refer to you guys, and both are from Dermalogica, by the way. Our school does carry Dermalogica products, and so a lot of these things are Dermalogica. Dermalogica does have phenomenal products, and also they're available at Ulta too. But if you are a licensed cosmetologist or esthetician, then you can get them for a pro discount, which is really nice. I probably should have told you guys up front, but I'm a true combination skin type. I'm pretty normal around the perimeters of my face, but I get oily right down the center. So with that being said, if I go in with this cleanser every single day, it will tend to clog my pores and cause breakouts. So I do only use this cleanser once a week when my skin's feeling a little bit more dehydrated. I don't think I announced what this is, but this is the Dermalogica Intensive Moisture Cleanser. This is a cream cleanser, meaning that it's not going to foam up. But this one I like in particular because, as the name states, it does provide that intense shot of moisture, but it doesn't feel overly heavy. It spreads really easily, and then I can wash it off and not feel any residue. I've used it on myself, I've used it on clients whenever they come in for facials to see me, and I absolutely love this. Like, it's such a great cleanser. Now, the other one that I am gonna mention, I don't physically have the container, but it is the Skin Resurfacing Cleanser by Dermalogica. Whenever you start aging, you tend to like lose collagen, lose elasticity, your cell renewal slows down a little bit, and you need help exfoliating sometimes, otherwise skin cells will just keep building up. This is normally with people anyways, but like when you're younger, you don't really need as much help. So as you get older, it's really important to keep up on that exfoliation. Skin Resurfacing Cleanser is an exfoliating cleanser. Now, I don't mean that it has exfoliating beads. There's no granules inside of it. You can't feel it. I believe it exfoliates on a chemical level. So whenever you are doing an exfoliator with that resurfacing cleanser, just know that you are double exfoliating your skin. So at that point in time, whatever moisturizer that you use, make sure it's a very hydrating one so you can kind of bring back that moisture into the skin. Let's go on to exfoliators. A lot of people, and I'm talking like probably 9 times out of 10, to be totally honest, do not exfoliate their skin. Everybody is obsessed with serums, but exfoliators are way more powerful than any serums that you will buy. People have this complex where they just think that serums are going to help them with everything, like retinol, hyaluronic acid, like all those serums. Fantastic. I'm not going to knock them at all, but they should be used in combination with things that you're already doing in your skincare routine. Like serums are just kind of like an added bonus. You don't really need them necessarily, but exfoliators are a need. And exfoliators are not even something that you use every single day, okay? They're a really simple part of your routine because you use them once a week, maybe twice a week, depending on your skin's barrier and how your skin reacts. It will solve a lot of skincare issues, although I will warn you right now that if you do incorporate an exfoliator in your skincare routine and your skin isn't used to being exfoliated, definitely be aware that your skin might have a little bit of breakouts right after it just because it's bringing everything to the surface, but it will eventually expel all of that out. The actual exfoliators that I want to talk about, again, they're both from Dermalogica. One is a professional product that you can only get if you're licensed, but then this one is an everyday consumer usage. And this is called the Daily Microfoliant. This is what it looks like. Now, the really interesting thing about Dermalogica's granule exfoliators or physical exfoliators are that all of them are in powder form. So there's 3 different exfoliators from Dermalogica that are in powder form. There's the milk foliant that's there for like very sensitive skin and like a mild exfoliation. The Daily Microfoliant can technically be used every single day, but I don't think I'd use it more than twice a week. And then the third one is the Super Foliant, which is a charcoal based one. So it's basically there for like very in-depth getting in there sort of scrub. And that one I only would recommend for people that are very, very congested. I personally have been doing facials on people since November of last year, and I have like never used the Superfoliant on any of my clients. So it's something that I really don't choose to gravitate towards just because I feel like it is kind of harsh. So if you're gonna choose something, I'd probably either choose the Milk Foliant or the Daily Microfoliant. The reason that I like the Daily Microfoliant though is because it's for every single skin type. Like you can use it if you're oily, dry, combination. Daily Microfoliant's the way to go. It is a brightening rice-based powder exfoliant, and it activates upon contact with water. So it has salicylic acid and rice enzymes to polish and perfect the skin. I'll go ahead and put up a video right here of how you're supposed to use this product because it is very different. One mistake that people always make with this product is they use way too much. It gets way too messy, and they're literally so unhappy with it because they're like, this product is like super unforgiving. People are probably using too much of it. We were taught to use a dime size amount, like literally about this much of it on your face. I think a lot of the times when people are thinking of like granular or physical exfoliators, they really want to feel it like on their skin, but it's not actually supposed to be like that. It has other ingredients that are active inside of there, especially with professional products like this, that really do let the product speak for themselves. And if you are able to feel the texture really prominently, it's most likely too harsh for your skin. People used to use that St. Ives apricot scrub when I was in high school, and oh my gosh, that stuff was so harsh. Like, please do not ever put that on your face. The second exfoliator, and this is only for professionals, this one is not to be messed around with just because it has so many active ingredients and it's so potent to the fact that you need to do your research on it before you mess around with it. This is the Dermalogica Multivitamin Power Exfoliant. Now, you're gonna wonder what in the world is this because it's like in a giant tin. This one is actually considered a mild chemical peel for Dermalogica. They did actually rename it to a peel. I think it's called like the Power Peel or something now instead of the exfoliant. Since it is a mild peel, your skin will never actually peel with this. It'll just slough off the excess skin cells. It does make a world of a difference almost instantly, but you can also heavily damage your skin if you don't know how to do it correctly. So that's why I'm gonna tell you guys how to actually do it correctly. But again, would highly recommend just like licensed estheticians to have something like this. I think this is probably one of my favorite products from Dermalogica. So I know you guys are curious and what's in the tin, so I will show you guys why it's in a tin. It is all these little capsules that are in here. This is what it looks like. It's like a little tiny vial like this. You can actually use this two different ways. So number one, you can use it alone. If you use it alone, you'll use the whole entire capsule. If you use it in combination with anything else, you usually use about like 3 to 4 drops of it, I would say. And it does have a locking mechanism on here where if you twist off the top, you can turn it around and then it plugs itself. So then you can save the capsule for another usage, which is nice. So sometimes if I do want to do a 2-in-1 exfoliation and also cleansing step, I'll mix it in with a special cleansing gel. And then the other way you can use it, as I mentioned, is using it alone. You're gonna want to take a 2x2 little gauze pad and then you put it on like a peel. It will start tingling like a peel. So it shouldn't burn by any means. If it starts burning, take it off immediately. It should be on for about 2 to 5 minutes, I would say. With the product still being on the face, you want to go in with 1 pump of your pre-cleanse. That tingling sensation should subside right away. And then what you're going to do is go in with a lukewarm washcloth, wipe it all off, and then you go in with a cleanser afterwards. So you do have to double cleanse this off if you're using it alone. If you're not using it alone and you're mixing it in with, say, like a special cleansing gel, it doesn't have to be double cleansed off. You can just go on with your skincare routine afterwards. That would be how you are going to use this thing. The reason that I'm saying that it is very, very potent is because it contains a lot of different active ingredients. It contains potent doses of salicylic acid, vitamins A, C, and E for immediate results on the skin. And I kid you not, whenever I use this in any shape or form, whether I'm mixing it in with something or especially when I'm using it alone on somebody, immediate results. Like their skin is glowing immediately after I use it. And that's why I like this stuff so much. So if you guys can get your hands on it, definitely do, but just know that you have to be careful while using it. Oh, you also want to use this with gloves too. You're going to want to use gloves kind of like with a normal peel because if you have any excess left over in your hands, it's probably going to burn. Okay, going on to another one of my favorite parts of skincare, and that is masks. You guys are going to hate me because this is another Dermalogica product. This is the Multivitamin Power Recovery Mask. Sorry, the packaging is very shiny, so I don't know if you can see this or not. This is part of the Age Smart line from Dermalogica. Seriously, one of my favorite lines from them. I feel like it has the best ingredients. It's a cream-based mask. It's a little bit thicker, so when you put it on, it does feel a little bit heavier on your face, but I feel like that's the best. Like, I just love when masks, you can actually feel them. I hate when you can feel cleansers, but if you can feel masks, I'm down with that. I feel like it's really working. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. It's an ultra replenishing mask that helps rescue stressed aged skin, and it has vitamins A, C, and E, and linoleic acid to help restore skin's signs of damage and aging while enhancing barrier properties. Again, I want skincare that actually does something for a person. I don't want it to just be like a jelly mask that doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to actually target and have a purpose for doing what it's doing. So that's why I really, really like this one a lot. So I think that all ages would benefit from this. Then another anti-aging mask, and this is one that I have in my bridal kit. I am normally a bridal makeup artist, and I specifically target the luxury bridal space. And since skincare is so important to me nowadays, and skincare ultimately determines how the makeup turns out, I want to make sure that I really give brides the ultimate pampering experience. I want to make sure that I give them a luxury experience. And I also want to make sure that their skin is fully prepped and they feel like they are super prepped whenever they go into the makeup application. So because of that, all of my bridal packages now include sheet masks with them. And I was struggling for the longest time to find a sheet mask that worked really well with makeup over top of it. A lot of the times when you have serum-based sheet masks, they make your makeup separate, or it looks patchy. It doesn't quite meld well with the makeup. This one does not do that. This brand is actually meant to be used underneath makeup, and so that's why I really like it a lot. This is the brand called City Beauty, and this is called the Line Smoothing Hydro Mask. Now, these do come in a box of 5. I don't believe that you can get them alone in single packages, and they are quite pricey. Like, this whole entire line is quite pricey, but they really focus on anti-aging products, and so that's why I really, really like the brand. It's become a little bit more important as I've hit my 30s now. My whole thing with sheet masks is that I never have felt like a sheet mask has been super effective in the past, but this mask, like, there's something about the serum in this mask that feels so good on your skin. And it also provides like instant plumping effects almost immediately. Like, literally right as you take off the mask, your skin just instantly feels firmer and plumper, and I love that feeling. So there's 4 key ingredients inside of this mask, which are ice plant extract, which I've never heard about before, but it contains high concentrations of protective antioxidants shown to help defend against free radical damage and improve the look of wrinkles. It also has a biocellulose mask material, which is basically a thicker material than normal sheet masks. Like, have you guys ever seen those like really cheap paper thin masks that take forever to unravel because they're so thin, they break and rip really easily? I hate that. So this biocellulose material is really nice because it, number one, feels really luxurious and feels like you're actually like getting value out of the money that you're paying. And then number 2, it's a gel-like material that hugs the contours of the face, which definitely makes it not slip around as much, and infuses the skin with 2 times more serum than a traditional sheet mask. Then, of course, it has hyaluronic acid, which is one of my favorites. It's known as the moisture molecule for its ability to hold 1,000 times its weight in water. Hyaluronic acid plumps the appearance of skin so wrinkles look less noticeable. It also has something called a biomimetic tripeptide. That's a mouthful. It's a powerful tripeptide that helps provide skin with a firmer appearance and reduce the look of wrinkles. If you guys are looking for something that's really going to deeply hydrate and also has a little anti-aging properties to it too, check out City Beauty, because that is like their whole entire brand identity is like just for anti-aging sort of products. You guys will love it, I promise. So I'm moving on to a toner. If you guys have been on my channel for the past, like, I don't know, like 3 years now, I want to say, you guys will probably know what toner I'm talking about. It is the Fresh Deep Rose Hydration Toner. I have the travel size version. The only reason I carry travel size versions is because I carry this in my makeup kit. I want it to be a little bit more travel friendly, a little bit more portable. This just, as it says, deeply hydrates the rose inside of it, minimizes redness. It's really refreshing, really soothing, calms down any irritation. It's an overall really, really great toner. And of course has toning properties, so it balances out the pH level of your skin. And toners are very essential to go in with too before you do your serums. If you do a toner first, it really preps the skin, so then your skin can have the maximum absorption possible for any serums that go on top. I always feel like toners sometimes can be very alcohol based or very stripping, and I don't like those kind of toners. I like the ones that do kind of refresh you and soothe you at the same time, and this kind of has the best of both worlds. So if you guys have not tried out the Fresh Deep Rose Hydration Toner, please try it out. is a game changer, especially for makeup applications. Okay, so let's go on to the 2 serums that I have. So number 1, I'm gonna talk about the City Beauty one. This is the City Beauty Uplifting Firming Serum. So I usually use this if I'm doing normal makeup applications. So like if I'm doing like Mothers of the Bride, or if I'm doing bridesmaids, or somebody that needs a prep, I throw this on like everybody. It's a very universal type product. It spreads really nicely. It has a lightweight texture to it, so it doesn't feel super heavy or super greasy or anything, or super oily, which is really nice. And it leaves behind a very tacky residue, which means that makeup sits very, very well on top of it. I think serums are a vital part of the makeup application, and I will never not prep somebody with a serum, and specifically this one. The great thing about it, and the ultimate reason why I chose this serum in particular amongst every other serum, is because it has a plumping, firmer effect in 30 minutes. People's skin will automatically be firmer and be plumper, which ultimately makes the makeup turn out and look better. City Beauty products have thoroughly changed the way that my makeup applications look. That's the reason that all my clients recently look really hydrated and really glowy, is because of all of these skin prep products that I've used. It's not because of the foundation, guys. It's literally because of the skin prep. You almost can get away with buying like cheaper foundations if you invest in really good quality skincare. Like, I'd rather spend my coin on skincare rather than makeup anymore. Now, the other serum that I recommend, but I don't recommend this underneath a makeup application. I would just recommend using it at night or something. I love hyaluronic acid serums, as I mentioned before. And La Roche-Posay is probably one of my favorite hyaluronic acid serums that I've found, minus like the Dermalogica ones that we use at school. But this is the best over-the-counter one that I have probably ever found. It's the Hylu B5 hyaluronic acid. It is basically a concentrated dose of hyaluronic acid. I am a person that obviously, as I said, has combination skin. So because of that, sometimes when I use hyaluronic acid serums, I can get away with using this as my moisturizer too. But if my skin's a little bit more dehydrated, then I can use this in combination with a moisturizer. Sometimes I even mix this in with another serum, like a retinol serum or something. I'll mix the two together and then put on my face that way. But I don't know, I just love the feeling of this. It's more of like a jelly type texture. It's a little bit thicker. I think that's the only thing I don't love about it. The Dermalogica one definitely feels a lot thinner, but of course you have to be a professional to be able to get those concentrated serums in Dermalogica. But this one, for just a normal everyday consumer, works really, really well. If you're a person that does not use an exfoliator, please invest in an exfoliator before you invest in a serum. This is literally just like an extra step. But if you do have an exfoliator already in your routine, pick up this guy. I always love hyaluronic acid. I think that every single person, no matter if you're oily, dry, combination, can benefit from a hyaluronic acid serum. Okay, so I have one singular moisturizer that I want to talk about. There are 2 different versions of this. So this is the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb. I have had this product in my kit probably for the last 3 years, probably as long as I've had that Fresh Deep Hydration Toner. Those 2 have never left my kit. I use it again for every single skin type. If somebody does have super dehydrated skin and just needs an extra shot of hydration, I will go in with this guy on top of the serum. This is the True Cream Aqua Bomb. They also have a Aqua Cream, I believe, or an Aqua Moisturizer. I forget what it's called, but that one is a heavier cream version of this one. This one's a lightweight gel. I don't know if you can see it inside of here. I'm almost out of it. But they do have a cream version of this that is for definitely more dry, flaky skin. I have not personally tried that one, but I know this one in particular does not make my makeup separate. Usually with foundations and skin prep items, you can't mix your bases. I have all silicone-based foundations though, and I use a water-based moisturizer obviously with it. But if I give this enough dry down time in between the application of the foundation, it does not separate. Then the last things that I want to talk about are sunscreens. Now, this is probably one of the most important parts besides exfoliators in your skincare routine is a sunscreen or SPF. If you guys are concerned about aging or you're concerned about hyperpigmentation, which are 2 very common skin concerns, sunscreen is going to be your best friend. Sun is the #1 cause of aging. So if you have any fine lines, any deep-seated wrinkles, it's because you have not taken the time to protect your skin from the sun. Yes, we do need vitamin D, but at the same time though, it also does harm our skin at the same time. It's kind of like a double-edged sword sort of situation. The first thing that I have to show you guys is an actual sunscreen. So This one is the Kinship Probiotic Sunscreen. It's kind of reflective, so I don't know if you can see that or not. But this one is a zinc oxide mineral sunscreen. It's a little bit more lightweight on the skin. I hate traditional sunscreens on my face. I hate the smell of them, first of all, and then I hate the tackiness and the stickiness. I love this one because I can't really feel it on my face. It's a sheer reef-safe mineral sunscreen for blemish-prone skin, formulated with a patent probiotic technology to support a healthy skin barrier. The reason I like this the most, though, is not only does it provide my SPF, but it also does make makeup go on really well. I've really never had a sunscreen perform the way that this does underneath makeup. Like, it almost acts like a primer and a sunscreen in one, and it improves my acne scarring. I've had less hyperpigmentation ever since I've started using sunscreen. And esthetician school has definitely like ingrained in me that sunscreen is very important. So now I'm gonna ingrain it in you guys. Okay, so then the next thing that I thought was really cool as an option for sunscreen is the Cover FX SPF 30 Booster Drops. This is what it looks like. All of Cover FX's stuff comes in these dropper containers, which I really like the versatility of them. But this one is a different kind of thing because it is completely clear. It doesn't have any color whatsoever. So for those deeper skin tones, if you're afraid of that white cast with sunscreens, you will definitely love this a lot. As you can see, it is completely clear. Now, the only drawback of this is that if you apply too much, it does feel a little oily. But besides that, though, it's really great as a versatile, customizable kind of sunscreen. You can use it alone as a sunscreen on your face, but the reason I like it is because I can apply like about 3 to 4 drops instead of a moisturizer, or you can even apply it into a foundation as long as you watch your bases and put it in things that don't normally have a sunscreen. So that's why I like this a lot, and I just thought that was a really interesting product, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. And after all of that, we are finally done with my skincare recommendations for personal use and also professional use as well. Again, as I said, check out Brittany's video after you're done watching this and give her some love on her channel. She does film makeup sort of content like I do. Follow me around, vlog style videos. She also does a lot of skincare and makeup recommendations. She does like end of the month favorites, which is really nice. So yeah, if you guys like my channel, you will definitely love her channel too. Please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it, and also subscribe down below to my channel if you guys have not already. And as always, I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye.